Recording. Yeah, that's good. All right, excellent. We know how to start them. It's our shtick. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what we do. So,
This is the
yeah.
worst channel ever. Look at the comments of all our videos.
What? No.
All
Best
right,
channel.
you ready there, asshat Nathan? Let's do it.
It's me. Got my ass hat on. Oh, this time I don't actually have an ass hat on.
Yeah, you don't have your asshat on. Let me do that for you.
Okay, I'll be corn dog. You be ass hat. So
Look, I just de-aged 10 years.
Well, here we are on YouTube. Yeah. So this guy, Graham Parsons, I want to say he looks young
He is
in
young.
this picture.
Yeah. So this album, GP, came out in 1973. Graham
Okay.
Parsons was 26 or 7. What? He was born in 46, and this came out in 73. So that's 27 years old. Okay.
Hmm.
But that doesn't make sense because according to his Wikipedia page, and this is people do come to our channel, Nathan, to get Wikipedia information, just so you know. Oh, he must have died just before this album. That was what I was going to tell you. He died at the age of 26.
What?
Yeah.
So this
So
is
this,
was
yeah, this,
published like or not whatever went to.
what do you call it, posthumous release or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's 26 years old. He passed away. Poor guy. Um,
Well,
so in the late 1960s,
there's a clue on the table.
in the late, sorry, my kids are squeaking at a dog toy. In the late 1960s, Parsons became enamored of and began to vacation at Joshua Tree National Park in southeastern California, where he frequently partook in psychedelics and reportedly experienced several UFO sightings. Yeah.
Do they know
All
how
right.
he died?
Yes. It says here, it looks like drugs. Yeah. Large amounts of alcohol and barbiturates. Go figure. I was going to say that or UFO took him.
Yeah,
But
figured you would.
sorry, that's the pot roast beeping too.
Okay.
So yeah, so just so people know, I am in my living room, or a dining room. I usually don't record in here, but I'm in between sailing, and I didn't feel like setting up in the garage. I just pulled my computer out. So this is a PayPal request from Richard, and Richard gave us previous requests from another member from the Birds. So I guess, obviously, Richard, I would guess, is probably a fan of the Birds. Or he's just a fan of people that were in the Birds that did solo projects from.
Yeah.
So it's just really interesting that this band produced like a lot of solo efforts, and it's just sad that these people die so young, 46 and now 26, and
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, very like the last song that we listened to just felt like it had all this potential for where they're gonna go next.
Right. So let's hear this young man here, 26-year-old Graham Parsons, GP. Oh, GP didn't even dawn on me. I'm such an idiot that's the initials. Grand Pacific?
Grand Pacific. Great purpose.
Oh, I'm such a moron. Anyways.
Don't worry about it. The new soft shoe coming at you from Welp.
Yeah.
Dude, this sounds like the Birds to me.
It was 40 or 50 years ago. A big shot played with time. Mr. Walker held the dough, and both kept cord in line.
Well, maybe not as much. A little more country than I
Watched and
thought.
checked on every single day, building his own special cause, his very special way. Ooh, the new soft shoe. Ooh, the new soft shoe. Then walking through a southern mall, I saw a shoe shine stand. A man was talking to a crowd, holding slippers in his hand. Don't you know the same thing happens each and every day? Did you ever hear a song that's hard to even play? Ooh, the new soft shoe. Ooh, the new soft shoe. Then a color TV broadcast snuck in from New Orleans, showed me one more man who spoke and wore bright blue and green. When you saw him talk his way was when he showed his claws and spoke to people every day just to get applause. Ooh, the new soft shoe. Ooh, the new soft shoe. Oh, the new soft shoe.
Well, you're right, Nathan, by saying it's country. It's country.
Yeah.
Did you say at the beginning, or you changed your mind
I
to
did.
country? So.
Well, I did, just because, and you can disagree with me here for sure, but
Probably not. Sure.
Yeah. Play more music. There we go.
Well, the genre, not that you're wrong, I'm saying the actual genre from Wikipedia it does say country rock is the genre of this album at the very least.
Well, I want to say the sound is country, but the lyrics are not. The lyrics felt almost like rock.
That's fair. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Right? Because country music often visits similar themes, where the themes are often. I hate saying it this way because country fans are going to hate me for saying this, but the themes are somewhat predictable.
Sure.
And classic.
There's a tear in my beer.
Well, that one always gets all the hate. But like I would say,
it's the Nickelback of country songs.
Yes. I just think like listen. At first I was like, okay, that sound. Not a fan of the kind of twangy guitar. But then I started reading the lyrics and I was like, oh, these are deep lyrics. These aren't like, and this doesn't mean that country music doesn't have deep lyrics, but often it's more towards the storytelling and the like, the almost like a journey kind of aspect. And then this didn't really feel that way at all. It felt more like these words are more poetic, more like double meaning. So I was kind of like, okay, I that's why I don't like country sometimes, is I feel like like the theme of it's so obvious and so literal, and this wasn't. So cool.
Yeah, I agree. I well said. I really enjoyed it. Of note that I think the female backing singer on this song, but she actually did a couple duets with him on this album. Graham Parsons, he actually discovered this artist, and you'll be like, what? Really? Yeah. Have you ever heard of Emmylou Harris?
Yeah, heard of. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it was Graham Parsons discovered her.
But she plays, but yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting. The little history there that he actually discovered her. Harris discovered. Grant Parsons discovered Emmylou Harris.
There you go. He served
She was
his purpose.
Yeah, so there you go. He was able to do that little influence before his passing. Yeah, so it was sad. Obviously, young. Boy, he's so young.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emmylou Harris is still alive and well at the age of 70. Just goes to show you, had he not. I mean, drugs, man. Look, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, it was drugs. And not to criticize, because everyone has their issues and demons or whatever you want to call it. It wasn't like he wanted. Nobody wants to destroy their lives, but drugs can do that to people. It just can. I mean, we know that. It's not a mystery. And a lot of artists, a lot of incredibly talented, creative people have been succumbed to that addiction that can destroy the body physically. It just does.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's too bad. But you could also argue a lot of artists have produced some of their best music on drugs. It's just a weird thing, you know. It's true. Like even the authors and stuff, like Alice in Wonderland. You know, some of the greatest works are under the influence, so to speak. So it's a debate for another day.
Yes. Yeah. We should have that debate someday.
Yeah, well, you should be sober. Well, there goes all our artwork. Oh, Van Gogh cut off his ear. Okay.
Okay, I guess we don't have to have it. All right. Thanks. We'll see you on the next one.